All right, Maria. Back with another video. It's Thursday, and I am headed to the job that I didn't necessarily choose. Got to throw that in there, but at least I am working. I wanted to make this video because I was thinking last night. I went to bed pretty early last night. I think around 8:39 maybe. I didn't fall asleep right away. I kind of sat in bed for a little bit and thought some stuff out, and I plan on doing some things this weekend. I gotta obviously pay my rent, and I gotta go and get groceries and stuff like that. But I thought maybe I could step out a little bit this weekend and do something different. But anyway, I was thinking about how some women they get out of a marriage and then they want to hurry up and get into another relationship, and I think that that's a really bad idea, especially in my situation. And a lot of people may have all kinds of preconceived ideas about me, but I'm a very reserved person, and I would prefer, I'm okay with living on my own completely. I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I think that people should be prepared to live on their own, because I think people should be self-sufficient. That's really what I believe. But because, you could never really trust or count on somebody to not flake out, to have, shit together or whatever. So it's better to always be prepared to take care of yourself. Aside from that, I've been on my own for many years before I actually ended up getting married to Piggy. So it's like, that is very comfortable for me. So some people might think, well, don't you ever want... The problem with relationships is that most people really have shitty standards. They have very low standards. And, I understand that, there's a lot of things that go on in relationships. Like, like for example, with Piggy and his mom, like, I don't approve of that. I don't want to be attached to somebody who has weird fetishes like that or anything like that. And, and it's really hard, to weed those sort of people out, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times they keep that stuff hidden, and then they kind of like spring it on you or whatever you find out or whatever. And I don't want to deal with any of that. I really don't. I mean, I don't really believe in monogamy. I don't believe that it comes natural to people. I mean, I really don't. Now, for me, I'm the kind of person I could be with just one person, and that's fine with me. But I don't really trust other people to be that way, especially men, okay? And so I understand I personally think that's how they're biologically made. So if that's the case, then I'd rather not be dragged into that drama. Unless, of course, I found somebody who agreed with the way that I saw things. And even still, I mean, you still have the issue of, chemistry, So there's so much that goes into a relationship, I think, okay? Unless, of course, you're just desperate and you're going for anybody, which I'm not like that. I don't really want to be like that at all. So I have very high standards, extremely high standards. So I'm good on my own for now, you know what I mean? If the kind of guy that I would be interested in if I was, I mean, he would be very, what's the word for it? Cultured, extremely intelligent, financially stable, like I said. And just because he'd be financially stable doesn't mean that I would be trying to mooch off him. I really prefer being self-sufficient. That's how it is. I would not want somebody involving themselves in my work life. I keep work and my home life separate, and that's how I choose to be, and then that's my right, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it would have to be, and plus, I've been accustomed on being by myself for such a long time. There's a lot of things you have to take into consideration when dealing with women my age who are all by themselves. And there's a lot of societal pressure, to get married and all this other stuff. But they never think about what your personal issues are, your past, what went on in your past or anything like that. They just think, the most simple they think it's in simplistic terms, like, you could just go and find somebody. What's the problem? Well, the problem is that, I have a lot of other issues that I believe need to be looked at, and the majority of people don't think about those things, whereas I do. And so, I'm not saying that I will never get married. It's just I would prefer to not rush into those sort of things, and I'm okay with not being married. So, some people are different, you know what I mean? But that's an issue with a lot of targeted women, is that, like, for example, a woman might be in her 30s or her 40s or whatever, and she's not married. And oftentimes these women get picked on a lot because they stand out. Well, how come you're not married? Why aren't you with kids? Blah, 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 blah. And the thing is that, nobody knows what their psychological makeup is. Maybe they were constantly abused as a kid, so they have to be more leery of people that they encounter. You know what I mean? There's a lot of men out there who just want, to supplement their income or whatever. And I'm done with people, sucking and draining me. Okay. I don't want people asking anything of me, and in turn, I don't want to ask anything of them. You know what I mean? Because I think that spoils the relationship. So, yeah, my standards are very high, and I do think very clearly and try to think things through before I, develop relationships with anybody, whether that be romantic ties or something that's platonic. So, yeah, I mean, and that's my right to do so. So that's another issue that really burns me when I think about, single women being targeted in this program, because they tend to they just don't get it. It's like, I see how a lot of people formulate relationships, and I shake my head. I'm thinking, oh my God, it has to be built on a stable foundation, so that's the way I look at it. As far as friendships go, I have to be very careful about that as well. People are, I don't want to deal with people. I don't want to deal with insecure women, who've got issues and they're always constantly trying to drag me down, or, I have standards, you know what I mean? I have very high standards, and I don't like wasting my time on trash. I just don't, So, I mean, I look for women of substance, women who are strong, women who are intelligent, women who feel good about themselves. Those are the kind of people I want to be around, It would be great to have, like, a friend that was really, like, that fit those qualities, that's what I look for, and yeah, I do. I want to handpick people. I do. Why shouldn't I? That's not to say that I can't be friends with, or casual friends, like hi and bye, how are you, or I'm not willing to help out other people. It's just that when you have a choice to surround yourself with people, you need to surround yourself with people who are going to be good to you, and none of that backstabbing stuff. And as you can see through this issue, people are quick to stab you in the back. So, yeah, you got to be careful out there. You really do. So it's not about being stuck up. It's not about being arrogant. It's about, surviving in this world without people trying to destroy your life. And people will destroy your life. They will come in and they will wreck everything and then have no remorse for it. So, no, I got standards, very high standards. And so, But right now, I mean, I think I would rather have, like, a really close girlfriend than I would, be involved in, and that's platonic, okay? I'm looking for, like, a girlfriend that has free time and go to flea markets with me and sewing projects and stuff like that. I want constructive relationships. And yeah, they are hard to find, but, in life, if you have just one real true friend, you're pretty goddamn lucky. You're really good, you're goddamn lucky. Because, as a targeted individual, you know the truth about people. So you have to be very, very, very careful. And that's really for anybody. I mean, people are just too quick to give themselves to other people. And that's a bad thing. I think it's a really bad thing. I've been really open in the past with other people and, let them into my life, and then they would just completely wreck it, So you learn from your mistakes. You live and you learn. So that's how that goes. So no, I mean, when it comes to romance and stuff like that, it's just like, I don't believe in just like, some women who just want to latch on really quick or whatever. I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. And like I said, I keep my work life and my home life separate. That's just the way it is. I mean, because I don't want any man ever doing what happened to me before. I don't want anybody controlling my life, trying to destroy it or whatever with his mom or whoever, whoever's behind it. It's like, no, I take care of my shit. You take care of yours. If you have an issue with my working, you think I work too much or whatever, then you need to communicate that with me, okay? It doesn't need to be out in the public sector. I don't want that bullshit, okay? Hopefully, if I find someone like that, they would fully understand that and be respectful. And also, I wouldn't want to be with somebody who was out, extremely socializing with a bunch of people. They would probably be just as reserved as I am. I mean, because I'm a reserved person. I don't believe in sharing my life out with just anybody. So, no, they would be very quiet. They would keep to themselves for the most part. I don't want a big, I like the quiet types. I like the people who are very quiet, people who are reserved, people who have standards, you know what I mean? No, I don't agree with that at all. I'm very much like that. So I really wouldn't want to be connected with anybody who is associated or affiliated in any way with the collective at all. So, there you go. So anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video, and I will probably be home late tonight. I have an appointment. So I'm going to wrap this one up and be back with another one some other time. Take care. Have a great day.